that's just, if I'm not listening to something or listening to music, I'll start out going, "Hey, what are you doing? What's going on?" And it'll just start there and ends up somewhere totally different. I'm just sitting there like laughing like a madman.
That's fair. I'm glad to know. It makes me feel better knowing I'm not the only crazy person that'll just sit in their car and talk to themselves. It's become so much more normalized because of Bluetooth, though, so it's great.
If I don't talk to myself, the voices talk to me, and I don't like that.
Voices do talk to me.
Yeah, small roll D100.
Somebody roll a D100.
Yep.
1. Damn it. I need my 10 slot. There it is. 2.
Oh, okay. What'd you get?
81.
Okay.
Wait, do we all need to?
Sure. That's one.
That's been I think the lowest roll I think I've ever rolled on a D100.
Really?
2. I mean, it can't get much lower.
I got on 1 once.
That's crazy. Why can't that be my channel divinity right there?
31.
Did they change it, right? The channel Divinity now?
Oh,
I think they changed it. I think it's the same as it once was.
I've been honestly, I've been trying to just like
Step
just
back.
go through spells for my wizard before like anything else, like just learn the one class before I like
Deep dive into everything else?
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel you.
especially because the fucking guy is so insane.
We're playing Esper, right? So I gotta change the...
Pokemon?
Oh, it was like a, what is this, dragon Pokemon? Is that what this is? Yeah. Oh, Monster Hunter Pokemon version.
That's cool. Is that a background? What is that? Yeah, like online or what?
It was just through Facebook. Somebody
okay.
posted it on.
Do you guys like Monster Hunter? I never liked that game.
Never got into it, so I can't.
I mean, I got into it a little bit, but it seems like one of those games where it's fun if you have like 2 or 3 friends that are playing with you.
Yeah, I'm really obsessed about it. 'Cause I played it briefly and then got mad because like the weapon classes aren't clearly labeled. So I spent all this money on this new weapon and I couldn't use it.
Yep.
I don't mind the whole like you got to get ready, you got to prepare, you need the shit you need for the fight, but then you get into the fight and it's like it's just the same mechanic over. You just start going through the process with every monster. Yeah, there's some variations with the monsters, but and then they all last like 30 minutes, and it's just like.
I don't want a long fight. Personally, I want to like. I'm story driven. You give me the like. Let's continue the story.
If the fight is like a multi like phased fight where the monster will do certain mechanics after certain things, like I don't want a 30-minute fight, but like I do want a tough fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, and if the monster is changing, like it's like I'm
not a Souls player, so it's like I don't like Souls games.
I love Souls games.
I could totally imagine myself playing a 30-minute fight if the fight was entertaining.
Most Souls boss fights, dude, are 5 minutes, like if that, and they always have the best fucking soundtrack.
Well, I played.
Look at you, Storm.
I played Souls 3. Can never beat the first boss, so fuck Souls games.
Souls 3 is my favorite.
Can never do it.
So, dude,
I sucked at it.
If you ever want to play it, we'll go through that motherfucker, dude.
I'm good. I'm good.
I can beat that game in fucking like 45 minutes. I'm on playthrough like 28 or something. Yeah, the problem is because I never meant to go that high in my playthroughs with New Game Plus. I like New Game Plus 28 or something. It's that every time I would beat it and tell myself, all right, we're staying here. We're staying at Fight Pit. We're not progressing no more. Somebody always goes, I need to beat the game. And I'm like, fuck.
That's fair.
And so I'm fucking the tour guide.
Okay.
That's literally what I turned into, was a tour guide. Don't get me wrong, I love that game.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Oh, okay.
No.
I
Yes.
say no.
What are you doing? No.
Storm blocked me, so I'm surprised he's here.
Why did he block you?
Because he yelled at me, and I yelled back. Ooh, we just do this sometimes.
Oh.
On fucking Apex.
Yeah,
We've
they
been playing video. He lives in Florida. We've been playing video games since Halo 2.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed Divine Intervention to where now it's a free 5th level or lower spell.
Yeah, they changed it to a spell.
Yeah. It's
That feels wrong.
I mean,
Maybe like add some stuff to it. I mean, you should get turn undead regardless if you're a cleric, in my opinion. And it still doesn't work every time regardless, does it? They have
no,
to be a certain.
No, the Divine Intervention now.
Oh,
it
Divine
always
Intervention.
wo-
Yeah, that's
it
different.
always works.
That was a 10th level.
Yeah, it's
So
always.
now
it
it's a
always
5th?
No. So it's still 10th level, but instead of like asking your deity for a miracle essentially and then rolling a D100, it's a free 5th level spell or lower that doesn't require reaction.
Interesting.
So it's just a free 5th or lower, and then at 20th level, where
reagent. Okay, yeah, that's useful. If you don't need a diamond, you want to revive someone without a diamond. Yeah.
very true. And now at 20th level, instead of it being an auto success on asking your deity to do whatever you want, you get a free wish spell, and then you roll 2d4, and you can't use it again until that many days has passed. Which is, I mean, essentially what Divine Intervention did before is a wish.
Essentially, as long as I think if it's role played right, you know, you don't.
Yeah, role play is context for everything.
Yeah. Don't just be like, I'm gonna use my Divine Intervention to play through this 5th level spell. It's like, bro, come on,
Well,
add some flavor.
Yeah, I remember in my first campaign ever, I was the Death Domain Cleric, and I summoned what's like the 13th or the 7th or 8th level spell where you summon a creature, and then planar bind. You try to planar bind it.
I mean, there's angels that you most
it is
people
summon
clerics
divine being or something.
Yeah.
There's
Summon
a
celestial or
summon. It was a summon something, but per the story, the summon was actually very sympathetic to our cause as the players.
That's awesome.
And I asked it if I could planar bind it, so that it could stay and help with the fight.
Yeah.
And
Little did they know you lied.
no, there was a whole series of rolls, half of which I remember doing pretty good with. But then he was just like, okay, finally, this is the final roll. This is if the fucking creature wants to help you or not. I was like, didn't the lore already establish this? You know what I mean? Because the creature can fail a save if it wants to.
Yeah.
So that's where I was just like, okay, well, if the creature's sympathetic and wants to be, why would it not want to fucking stay to help? And it was one of those things where I was just like, yeah, dude, you just totally ruined. Like, it was the build up to it all was fucking the most, like, you know, my RP. So my RP was just it built.
It was chef's kiss.
And then yeah, dude, literally, it was literally like that. And then it was just fucking like, okay, well then this roll, there was no like, we're gonna reduce the DC. In fact, he was raising the DC as it went, regardless of what the spell DC. I was just like, no, we quit that campaign not too long after.
It's fair. Alrighty, boys, let's go.
All right. Oh, Storm, Master of Sin City, is in here with us at the table, so he knows about the story.
It's me.
It's a me.
He's a me.
I'll send you a friend request back on Facebook if you unblock my ass, you asshole. Or don't. I'm just not playing with you when you play with Loba. 5 seconds of silence. Starting now. What's up, everybody?
What up? What up? What
What's going
up?
on?
Yo,
What up? We're back and we're playing Esper Genesis.
No way.
The sci-fi space campaign set in the future.
Bum ba bum bum.
It is currently Super Bowl Sunday, and if you're sitting here, thank you.
We
if
appreciate
you
it.
happen to be listening, we're not watching the Super Bowl either. So yeah, it's fun stuff. But we'll get right into this story. We're going to pick up where we left off. We just had a huge battle. We're currently at the end of the arc, and we've essentially stopped this fort from their air support with all the drones, and what we believe we stopped the big cannon, the gun cannons from operating.
Right, that was our job. Our job was to take out the AA
Well,
gun.
Chavi has been like ridiculously destroyed, so he's really hurt. Cyphers was pretty beat up too,
Yeah, down to single digits.
and then Ryan's character
Saved the day.
Yeah, Wolf. He came through and pretty much saved the day.
If there's one mission that was wolf focused, it was this one.
So we pretty much Cyphers and Chavi were the body bags essentially.
It's all right.
Chavi's used to it. It's kind of his role. He gets it. He thrives in it. And while we were pretty much keeping the fort occupied, Wolf was essentially getting the codes. He was hacking the systems, getting everything set up to where we can actually fulfill what we were here to do, because Chavi can't do that kind of stuff, and I don't believe Cyphers would be, I don't think he'd be able to either.
No.
So we're going to pick up. We just destroyed the cannons, the anti-aircraft guns. And
defeat a big monster.
yeah, we destroyed this huge monster that actually put Chavi under for like the first time of his life. And
Threw
yeah.
chain snakes at you.
yeah, chain snakes.
But you survived. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like we've been through some death-dealing shit, and we always survive.
Somehow, some way. Usually it's off the back of Chavi, but this time it actually, like, not that it doesn't always take all of us, because we all have our own role that we have to fulfill in order to make the things happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's usually Chavi's just like, he's the one in there. He's throwing the punches. He's backing everyone off. But this one was a whole group effort that was just like, if one person failed, the whole mission was going to fail.
So it's definitely Chavi's like learning moment.
Yeah, and I don't want to say it'd be like a wake-up call for him, because deep down, you always have he expects that something could happen. Like, he's not,
It's not Rith.
yeah. Yeah, yes. Chavi understands consequence. Whereas Rith maybe understood it, just didn't care. Or maybe he didn't understand it.
Rith's big thing is like we're immortal. We're never gonna die. No matter what situation we come across, we're always gonna come out on top.
Yeah, and for Chavi, it was mostly like, if I don't come out on top, there's a lot of people who are going to suffer because of this. So for Chavi's aspect, he's like, I have to do this for the better of all people. Chavi's got that good guy bone, which, that's the type of player I like to play personally. But we'll go ahead and carry on, and we're going to pick up in the courtyard in the fort at the anti-aircraft gun. Take it away, John.
Okay. You're sitting by the gun, catching your breath. A radio call from Johnny. Is it okay to come out now?
Believe so, yes.
Johnny, you good?
Yeah, we have a prisoner.
You got a prisoner? Oh, you are good. Where's Zill?
Right with me.
Good to know. Good to know. Any casualties you guys are aware of?
No, just the two of us, so.
We're currently up in the courtyard. If you got any meds or anything, they'd be welcome right now.
Oh, okay.
Over.
Fix you up. Over.
So I'm going to go back upstairs while you guys rest here. I'm going to make sure the drones are controlled and at least circling and begin a tighter perimeter until our backup has arrived. We called for the backup, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure that was done.
If we haven't, we did now.
If that did, do you think you can survive without me for 5 minutes?
I think.
Realistically, no.
Well, yes. Just leave me here though. I'm gonna just wait right here. That was quite. I don't think I've ever been rocked that hard in my life. You came out of nowhere. I don't even know where you came from.
Typically.
All I know is I woke up and you've pretty much got this under control.
You really saved the day.
I appreciate it. It is kind of my role. Fix the problems no one sees.
I'm glad we were able to kind of hold you off enough and get this situated.
Is this gun going to be an issue?
It shouldn't be. I guess I can. You know what? I can check it first before we do anything else. I'm gonna start inspecting the gun. I just want a basic idea of like, this isn't gonna turn on randomly when it detects an aircraft, kind of situation.
Investigation.
Oh, this is gonna be really high. 24.
Oh yeah. No, it's not, because that robot that was ripped out was the one guiding. You can set it to auto fire, but it's currently set to being controlled by that robot that's just smashed on the ground now.
All right. Well, we'll either have to make a new robot or we'll set it to auto fire. I'll let whoever comes deal with that though.
As long as it's off, I'm just going to rest here as I slump up against the AA gun, just
Yeah, Chavy's slumped already. Just kind of.
sitting down, head back, and just kind of breathing.
Chavy's got a bunch of blood on his white fur right now. He's just. He's surprisingly okay for being so like beat up. He's just more so like, we did it. I can finally just kind of like be hurt, but I'll be all right, you know.
And once Wolf kind of confirms that, he's going to start heading back upstairs towards the Quillians.
Yeah.
But he'll walk in the door of the building, look around for a moment. Does he see anybody immediately when he walks in?
Yeah. So as you're walking in, Scarvale and two other Quillians are coming out of there's a far room. Like, this room has also been remodeled with the metal bulkheads.
Okay.
So there's the stairs in the center, and the room to the far back, and to the left and right, they've added rooms. Into that far room, where Overwatch came out covered in blood, the android robot. Sorry, android's copyrighted, I think. The robot came out. You see Scarvale come out with two other Quillians. And they look give you a strange look.
Is there a problem? What was found in that room?
You don't already know? It's not your work.
No. What happened? Should it be my work?
I hope not.
Okay. No, it is not my work.
You just hear Chavy from behind. What are we talking about?
Well, you can't hear him. You're way back. Unless you follow
We're in the building.
Oh, you
follow
walked
him.
in?
Yeah, you walked
that
into the
part.
building.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're by the,
I didn't realize you
followed
walked
him,
into
yeah.
the building.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
walked out of the room.
I'll take a quick look and at least
Is Chavi okay?
he's beat the shit up. He'll be fine though. Couple of cat naps and he should be fine.
For all intents and purposes, Chavy's just under half right now because I used all of my.
All your stuff, yeah.
After the fight, I wasted all my spells.
He should be fine.
Cat is supervising the drones.
That is correct.
There's
Yeah.
some soldiers that made it into the barracks building in the back.
Some of their guys.
Yes, they're holed up there, pinned by the drones.
Okay. Well, at least the drones have them pinned. Maybe I can communicate from
We've
upstairs.
Clearing this tower, making sure no one else is hiding.
That's fair. Report back what you find to either Javi or myself.
Yes. Go see Chavi.
And I'm gonna start heading up toward Shadow.
Well, okay.
Do I see anything that like Do I see anything, or maybe Overwatch is trying to like say something here? Like, there's no like random letters that like make any sense to me or anything like
No.
that. Okay.
You know,
Okay.
well, yeah, not open. The only thing in this open area is the drained dead soldier you left.
Perfect. Just kind of, as I'm walking up towards Shadow, I'll just look at the dagger, kind of flip it in my hand. Dangerous but useful, I guess. And I'll sheath it. This is going to be an interesting time with these two. He's just kind of talking to himself, like he's starting to. He's starting to think maybe Rith isn't here anymore, and it's like finally starting to like dawn on Wolf that like that's a reality, that's possible at least. As he's walking up the stairs, and there's definitely like a sense of like melancholy coming from him at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Once he gets upstairs, I'll just look at Shadow.
Yeah,
Anything to report?
oh, no, just watching.
Perfect.
Looks like they're all pinned. And other ships are coming.
Yes,
They
the
should
other
be here shortly.
Perfect. All available drones coming to the fort, I'm assuming, from the cities.
Oh, yes.
Perfect. Do the drones have speakers on them?
Oh, a couple of them do.
Perfect. I'm going to hit the button. I'm assuming there's a button that says
Yeah.
speaker or something. I suggest you come out of that room unarmed, and the drones will not attack you. Otherwise, I will be forced to blow you up. You have 10 minutes to make a decision. Do so quickly. I will not hesitate. And I'll just kind of let go, not really waiting for a response.
Oh, okay.
And I look down and just kind of see a little bit of blood coming from my like pant leg. That was an interesting fight. Anything to... I saw Overwatch again.
Oh, what did they have to say?
Surprisingly, nothing. Just
Oh.
be quiet, essentially, is what it came to.
They have their own agenda.
Agreed. Helping and then assassinating members of the party that hired them is odd, for sure. Put one drone by Chavi. I want to make sure I at least know where he is.
Okay, yeah, one of the drones flies back over the main building. Now you can see all the other drones surrounding. There's a building built along the back wall behind the main building.
Okay.
And it's a more recent addition. It's a stone and wood, 2-story building. One of the drones flies back over and you watch as Chavi and Cypress just hanging out by the AA gun.
I'll kind of connect to Chavi and Cypress. There appear to be multiple individuals hidden up. Told them to leave the building unarmed.
Yeah, you heard the.
Oh.
Yeah, and they both heard the speaker drone.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then I'll just kind of sit and wait for a minute, and I'm gonna just kind of see what happens next.
Okay. Next, Javi and Zill come out from the garage area, under Croft area.
Chavi and Zill? Or you mean
No,
Johnny?
Johnny.
Johnny and Zill, sorry. And they're leading a prisoner. It's a young woman, about mid-20s, with short blonde hair. She has the gray Bachmal overalls, and there's like a place where a engineer harness would be, but it's been all taken off.
So we can see them walking up
Yeah.
towards us. So the woman is their captive, right?
Yeah, they have her at gunpoint.
I start to. How far away are they?
It's like 40. like 60, so 70 feet. 'Cause they're coming from the south tower, from that area.
Okay, about halfway, so about 30 feet away, I start to about 20 feet away. I start to kind of like try to get to my feet a little bit. It's a little hard to do, but I'm not. I've healed myself to a small extent, and I walk over and I put my arm on Johnny's shoulder, and I go, "You did good, kid. You did good." And I walk over to Zill, and I give him like a hero's. Like a hero's hand arm shake, kind of where you kind of clasp and like bring each other in just real tight. I go, "Hey, I appreciate you keeping the kids safe. So, who's the woman?"
The engineer they had working on their power plant and repair area down there.
The engineer? Bet we can get some good info. Hopefully it's not just a contractor, I look over to Cyphers. What are you doing? Are you still sitting?
Yeah, so sit. I'm hurt bad, so it's like I'm.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I look back and I see that you don't stand up, I look over at Johnny. I go, "Johnny,
Yeah, Johnny rushes over to you, seeing how bad you're hurt.
Yeah, Johnny, can you go give him some help over here? Me and Zill will take the prisoner."
Wow. Yeah, heals you for 18.
Can I inspect the prisoner's shackles? How is the prisoner? Is the prisoner even in shackles?
There's like some binding wire.
Wire, so
It's
makeshift.
used to, just makeshift.
I want to take my
Use some extra wire to.
I want to take my manacles out and wrap them around the wrist,
Oh, okay.
make it more. So like, when I'm looking at the bar, I'm just like imagining a barbed wire, basically. Like, obviously it's not barbed.
No,
but
it's
just
not
like
barbed wire, it's just-
some raggedy wired kind of thing.
Like some just insulated wire. They've extra wire had lying around. It's like someone took some electrical wire and
I look at the woman.
tied them up with it.
Yeah, it's a woman, right? You
Yeah.
said? So I look at the woman, and I go, "Are you here to play nice, or do we have to get real medieval on this?"
Specialist Myro with the Bakmal Mercenary Agency. Number 5678. So 56910. I don't know. Sorry.
You could have just stopped, and we'd have been
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry.
So
yeah.
Chavi just kind of lets her kind of finish. I go,
Okay.
"Are you gonna cooperate and let me put you in these more comfortable grips, or do you need me to leave you in this thing that's cutting off your blood?" And I kind of like grab the wires and just kind of like tighten it in my hand just a little to like
Jeez.
indent the wire in the arm a little more.
Do as you wish.
Very well. And I put the manacles around her wrists, get the the wire, like just take it off, unwrap it, and I go, "All right. Do you know who I am?"
She looks at you. I don't think you're one of the savages from this planet.
I am not.
Where are you from?
Where I'm from is
Rising.
kind of a long story, but I'm currently with the Phoenix, and we are here to save this planet from whatever you guys are doing. Now, my first question to you is, from this, okay, let me rephrase this. How elevated versus, I guess sea level would be a good place to start from. How elevated from sea level would we be? Like, can we look out and see sea at all around us? More importantly, is that huge storm that we saw off in the distance visible?
Yeah, the storm is still kind of on the horizon.
Okay, and it's that main storm that we saw as we
Yeah.
came in. I go,
You can kind of see the sea area marsh from there. Cause you're,
So we are elevated. Okay.
Yeah, you're on a hill.
Because I knew we were up, I just didn't realize
Yeah,
know
the
how
castle's
high.
on a hill.
So then my next question to her is, how responsible for that out there? And I kind of like turn her body and point towards that storm on the horizon. I go, how responsible is your group for that?
I actually don't know. I was here to
Can I want to insight
keep
check.
the ancient the
Chavi actually kind of
machinery
believes.
here.
Yeah, he somewhat believes her, but I want to insight check that.
You talk about the storm, right?
Yeah. A lot. 29.
Yeah, you think she's hiding something?
Oh. So as I kind of study the face and the response, I go, you had a chance. You really did. I'm the good guy. I'm the one that put you in these manacles instead of these. And I look over to Zill. I go, hey, wrap these around her arms again, please. But this time, a little tighter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Zill starts to wrap them.
I go, listen. You're going to cooperate. Or I'm going to take you back to my ship and I'm going to let my most... Well, I don't want to be mean when I say this. But I'm going to let the worst of us have their time with you. And I don't really know what that means. But I just know it's not good. You have the rare opportunity right now to cooperate with me.
And seemingly almost on cue, you see the Sovereign flying closer and start to land in the courtyard.
See that ship? That ship's gonna get you back to the bad people. They're the good guys, but they're just not as good as me. So you have a choice here. I'm gonna let them take your fingers one by one, and whatever else comes with it, or you can start talking now. And I'll see that you have a nice cell and you're fed properly.
Persuasion.
Do I get advantage with this? Because
Yeah,
she's clearly not... She's not in a position to really... Natural 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she starts crying. It's like, I just joined them to get an engineering degree. It's not supposed to be like this.
Are there any medals or badges on her uniform at all? Like, do any of these, like, to constitute rank or anything like that? Is there, like, an identifying factor?
Yeah. We're not sure what all the symbols mean because it's various.
But I can kind of
Yeah.
gather that there's somewhat, like...
Yeah.
So I kind of grab her shirt. I go, listen, I've dealt with a lot of you wearing these same patches, and it didn't end up well for them either. That's why I'm here now. I didn't just get here by luck. Let me tell you. Now, I do believe you that you're just a petty officer and you're just doing your job. This is why I'm extending you the benefit of a nice jail cell and actual real food, with the possibility of maybe working off some of your sentence, granted that you give us what we want. I'm a fair person. Does that sound nice to you?
Yes.
I gotta say, you're lucky my friend Rith isn't here right now. And as I say Rith, I'm looking for a response to see if the name's been across her mind.
No, you don't see any response.
Okay.
Besides
Just looking blankly.
fear of.
Is there anywhere in this facility that you would like to take me to first? Something I should know about.
There's the special prisoner area, but I haven't.
That's a start. You have our people. By our people, I mean the locals of the planet.
I don't know who they're holding there now. I just had to fix the cage.
Okay. That's a great start. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna talk for an hour, and then we're gonna go handle everything we need to handle. See my friend sitting back there, looking all beat up. He doesn't like you. He doesn't like you at all. So unless you want to look like that, you're gonna continue to help us and give us the information we're looking for. Again, I'm a very understanding person. And I unsheath my katana, and I kind of try to gleam it so that a little, like, gleam comes off of it.
No, she does seem to recognize the katana. It's like,
Oh, really? Do I notice she recognizes it? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
is it a look of recognition, or is it like a 12? Can I discern?
more shock at seeing it, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Recognition of something. You're not sure.
Okay. Not able to put that together kind of wholly. I go, this seems to elicit some sort of response from you. Care to elaborate?
So you are with them. I've seen its twin.
A twin? I took this off of somebody. Or where did we found it?
We found it on the Phoenix when we were fighting these, like...
The shadow things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 3 episodes in. No, it was a long more than that. But
Yeah, it was more than that. But it's when we had to... we were in the Phoenix. We had to set off this, like...
when we found the mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah, during that area,
Mayor
yeah.
of the Baytown guys.
Alfred.
Yep.
So you're saying there's another one of these out there then? And whose hands is that in?
Like you don't know.
I don't know. And that's why I need you to tell me.
Tiberius Cerno, the leader of this planet.
Where did we hear Tiberius?
I don't
He was
think-
one of the Lorendi founders of this. He was one of the Inquisitors that fled with these people from the Lorendi Empire.
Are the Lorendi your sworn enemies?
It's just a contract, as far as I know.
So what I'm gathering is you're saying the Lorendi Empire forged 2 of these swords that Tiberius wielded. Or his partner maybe had the other one. Okay, let's forget about me and these swords for a moment. Let's get back to the the problem at hand here. What did you guys expect to gain from taking this planet over?
Yeah, she's like controlling her emotions better now. She's like, they don't exactly share high-ranking strategy with me.
Where's the main database located for my guy to go access your information? Do you have codes to get into the mainframes?
They're not here. They're at the actual main base.
Can you remote in from here?
We could. Hopefully it's protocol to sever those links.
Fortunately, I know a guy who could probably break them. And with a little bit of your help, you can probably stay alive. And maybe actually join the right side of history. Now tell me, I noticed you thought it was going to be fun to lie to me a moment ago. I don't like liars. What do you guys have to do with that storm out there?
It wasn't me. It was some of the others. What they're doing at the other base. Just look at some engineering reports I wasn't supposed to.
Where's this other base located?
The forested mountains to the north.
I look back at Cypress and Zill and Johnny and go, you all catch that?
The main base is to the north.
Cypress, is there anything you might want to ask on behalf of Clark?
If I'm honest, I'm too hurt at the moment. My brain is just still rattled from fighting. Maybe in a little bit when I feel better, I might have something.
That's fair. You've done well, miss. You might have survived this. It was smart of you to give yourself up. We are much more caring than your group. All right, Zill, let's
And
Let's head
Sauron's
down.
lighted by now.
Let's go head down to the jail cells.
Have they left that area? Or have they begun to come out unarmed, or did they stay in there?
One of them screams back at the drone. You need to negotiate. Come here in person.
Wolf just looks at the monitor for a second. And there's just a sense of like just the moment of like these people have taken at this point, and he just like tells the drones to just all full blast this room. Just everything they have just completely goes into this room.
While the people are with the Bakumal inside of it?
Yeah.
Whew, that's savage, dude.
Like, I'd assume this is like 10 drones at least, just full auto this whole room.
Hold on. Before you do this and you play this out, I'm literally imagining a whole bunch of drones floating, aimed at these fucking people, like, and they're kind of cowering in a. I'm imagining them cowering in the corner, like they've given up, kind of. Is that what you're describing? Because that's how I've imagined it. Like, I feel like they're almost hostages right now.
From my understanding, they were in a room, and I didn't see
It's like
them.
a big building.
Okay.
So
Story
they're in the
building.
where they're in the area where we were at, right? That barracks or a different barracks?
There's
No.
a different barracks behind
Oh
this
no, we
main
weren't in
building.
a barracks. We weren't in a barracks. I'm sorry. Yeah, we weren't.
Behind this main building, there's another like newer edition where it's
Gotcha.
stone and wood. So it's not like one single room, but it's a bigger building along the back wall.
Yeah, Wolf is over them.
Oh, okay.
Like, this was... You had one opportunity, and, like, there
Yeah,
was
they
no...
didn't likely trust walking out in front of all the drones by themselves.
That's
after you
fair.
just slaughtered them with the drones.
That is completely fair, and now they get to die by them as they drones just full auto. Just they'll begin circling the area. They're just
Do we hear this in
Yeah,
the...
it's loud. It's very loud. All the drones start opening up on something.
Holy crap.
10 machine guns just going off
When-
all at once.
As soon as we start hearing something, I get on the radio. Wolf, come in, Wolf.
Yes,
I assume that was you then.
yes.
I look over to the girl. I go, I'm not on radio when I'm answering, so Wolf can't hear me. These are the bad ones in my group I'm talking about. Sounds like your whole crew is dead.
Yeah, that's gonna look
You-
wide-eyed at you. Yeah.
You can trust me and take me at my word, or you can join them. You're going to tell me what I want to know, or that's your fate. I'm so glad you proved it.
Chavi, when you have a moment, can you go check that room? The drone will guide you to it. It should be cleared.
10-4. I'm assuming it's mass casualties inside. We're gonna head down to the dungeons and release the prisoners. Then we'll head up there.
Fair enough. I'll join you going down to the dungeons. I think I can, my familiar will be able to tell me if anything goes on. And I'll kind of just look at Shadow at this moment. Report anything you find. And, Buckmaul, kill them all. And he just walks away at that command.
Yeah, and I reply, 10-4. Meet us down here at the gun. We'll walk down there together. We got a prisoner.
From the end of our fight to this moment right now, how much time has passed?
Shit, 20 minutes in game.
Yeah, it's probably
Okay.
20 minutes. Yeah, it's
Okay.
close enough.
Yeah, so
I gave him
this is
10
close to
minutes
real
walk
time.
out, so.
Yeah, it's close to real time.
Okay. All right. So you're going to go and see these individuals down in the jail cells.
Aye, we're gonna go release them.
I'm going to stay here and continue to rest up.
Johnny will stay with you. Is that fine with you?
No, that's perfect. I am really badly hurt.
Johnny, can you top me off over here, please? Can you help me out a little? I'm still got, you know.
Okay, is you for 10?
Is this girl, has she been beat up at all too? Like, is she just a straight up, like, just got caught and gave up? And
Yeah,
that's that?
she gave up.
Perfect. I go, okay. Zill and I we're gonna wait for Wolf to get here, and the four of us are gonna head downstairs, or down to the dungeons. You're gonna help us release these hostages, and my friend is gonna pick your brain. You have my word. So long as you cooperate, he will not hurt you.
Just nods. No.
You've found yourself in a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity here. I suggest you don't screw it. So we just wait a couple minutes for Wolf to get over here.
Before that, Scarville will come down. Two other Quillians. And kind of pull Chavi aside. This was a good battle, but I'm concerned about Wolf.
In what way?
There's an excessive level of violence in the room upstairs. You should check it out when you have time.
What's your guys' last name?
Wolf is my last name.
Oh. I did not know that. So you're Rith Wolf?
Yep.
Even he didn't know. I swear we're a real D&D group. Okay. Well, okay, that's kind of interesting. It's a wolf thing. Apparently it's a wolf thing. His brother was kind of the same way. I'm not quite surprised. What do you suggest?
Let you know. You could check it out.
Judgments
for yourself.
I call over to Zill. I go, Zill, leave her with Cypress and Johnny for a second. Sit her down.
No.
How long does it take Wolf to get to us? Like 5 minutes?
How fast?
Wolf is just casually
couple
walking.
minutes,
Yeah.
So about 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So I can talk to him freely right now.
Yeah.
It's mostly what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So once Zill gets over here, I go, So Zill and I have kind of been keeping an eye on him. I'm not quite sure how much Zill's divulged to you, but we've kind of kept it a little hush, purposefully, because reasons you've just said. I'm very torn, because on the one hand he's been a great ally, but on the other hand, there's what was the one place that we were on where we saw the plant thing that he talked to?
Oh, the shield ship. Yeah.
Yeah. He's been a little off since we were on the shield ship. And Zill kind of caught it all. I'll let Zill tell you that story a little later. But I don't really have any answer for it right now, because he is helping to stop these people. He is fulfilling his end of the contract. And I can't make him be a certain way. Is there something you can elaborate on?
I think it's something you should see yourself.
Okay. Why don't you go with Zill and the prisoner and Wolf? Take a couple of your guys with you too. Go free the hostages downstairs. Or Zill, Scarville, you stay with me. Zill, you take a couple of your guys and go help liberate. Have Wolf was gonna go with you guys. Me and you will go take a quick walk. You good with that?
Okay.
So we kind of wait for Wolf to show up. Wolf, you
Yes.
good?
I'm fine.
I'm giving you like a up and down look, like just to see if you're beat up at all or anything.
I mean, he is in dark clothing, so any blood that is probably visible, you don't notice. But he looks overall pretty fine. Like
Energy wise,
he's-
do you look a little expended energy wise?
yeah.
Okay, so we've all pretty had a long day, clearly.
essentially, yeah.
Hey Wolf,
Yes.
again, thank you for coming through at the end here. Zill's gonna accompany you down to the dungeons. This is the prisoner. And I walk over to the prisoner, stand her up, and go, she's willing to cooperate with us. She's divulged a lot of information already. Please don't harm her. I've given her my word.
It extends about as far as the dungeon does, to be honest.
And then I go, but if she does try to fight you,
Oh, she'll be dead before she walks a step.
and I'm staring her right in the eyes as I say that, like, if she does, like, you're not gonna do that, right? Like, basically is what I'm getting at. I go, Scarville's got a couple things he wants to go over with me. We're gonna game plan for the next step here. I'm gonna get in touch with Clark, and we'll get the next phase of this mission going.
Fair enough. Just beware. There are more bodies in that room. They refuse to surrender, so.
Oh, we heard.
Well,
We
good.
heard.
I figured.
She's more cooperative now because of it.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Was it necessary?
Yes. They refused to surrender. I was not going to risk any actual lives, so. The drones. I'm not saying there isn't somebody alive in there still. We should probably search it when we can. But the drones are still in that area.
Are you able to set the drones on a security path, maybe? A couple of them, like they had before, set a security protocol to kind of scour the areas.
Yeah, it's likely I can do something. It'll take some time, but and not something I can do until I get some sleep.
That's fair. Also,
Or at
and I'm
least some
hoping you
rest.
can do this before the night ends, and we lay our heads down. We have the capability, I believe, of accessing their main database from here remotely. She's gonna help you.
Can certainly try. It is typically military protocol. I'm sure you know this.
Yeah, but we
It's
have
at least company protocol. I don't know about the military, but I would assume military protocol to immediately shut off any access from their end anytime something would come under attack.
Well, should it happen, then so be it. But it sounds like there's another base up in the mountains, the main base. She's accessed their mainframe before, so it's probably a possibility. Please keep her alive.
Alive can be confirmed.
I look over at her. I can't help you any more than that.
Just nods.
And in front of you, like literally, like almost like as if you're not there, I look at Zill and Johnny. I go, you two, please stop him if it gets to something crazy.
Wolf just smiles a little bit. Like, there's definitely a sense of humor to that. Like, Wolf actively does not think either of them could stop him, but he enjoys that Chavi can have that preference.
It's not that he's like trying to like tell them to like hurt you.
No.
More so like
it is
convince this guy that this is not like the road we want to go down. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
So
Like I said, there's just a smile on his face of that, like, that cocky smile that the, like, 15-year-old gets when he thinks he's invincible.
and that's why Chavi said it literally in front of you like that, because like Chavi's idea
You're
is
good.
to have Wolf like to completely be understanding of the situation as Chavi sees it. It might not be what you see, but he's trying to convey the importance of, hey, we have something we can work with here. Let's not screw it up, you know?
You're good.
All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go this way. When we back up with you, I'll hit you on the radio in a few.
Fair enough.
Yeah. As you finish talking, the two dragonfly ships fly overhead, heading towards the city. And you can see the shield ship in the distance coming up.
All right. Well, why don't we go greet them, Scarville?
Well, it'll still be a little while before they get
Oh,
here.
okay. Well, then let's go see what you want to show me, and then we'll try to go greet those guys. And I'll follow Scarville.
Yeah, so you lead you upstairs into that tower. The first thing you see, there's a body of one of the Bakmal soldiers on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But there's very little blood. He looks really pale, like almost drained.
Still alive?
No, he's dead, very dead.
Oh.
There's another one like this upstairs that Wolf killed.
But he didn't really just kill them, though, right? I mean,
Like,
there's something else at play here.
Drained them. There's very little blood.
Did you see it happen?
No. He ran in first. Upstairs.
I appreciate you showing me this.
But that's not what I just wanted you to see. There's more.
No, I needed to see this from my own eyes because there's no doubt in my mind that this leads back to that shield ship. And whatever Zill saw, I don't really know how to take this in other than as long as he's not doing this to our crew or any friendlies, I can't really just act upon it. But this is quite alarming to me.
But there's more.
I'm okay. I'm okay with medicine. So I'm proficient with medicines actually. So no, I'm not proficient.
I didn't think you were.
No,
yeah,
I have a
just-
+4. That's all it is.
it's
Okay. I want to do.
intuitive, yeah.
I want to do a medicine check. I want like more so like I'm looking over the body for some sort of like puncture wounds that could have been used to drain the blood. Not necessarily like, I mean, I guess it would be a puncture, IV
Yeah, you see
type
the
of
knife
puncture.
wounds that. No, there's no. You don't see IV. You see the stab wounds.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, it's like, but no regular IV wounds. It's like it was drained from the stab.
Can I do a check? My check would be to see if there are, man. I want to try to figure out how he might have done this. Like, if there's some sort of a tell that could say, like, he drank it, literally drank it, or put it in a vial.
Is Wolf a vampire?
Well, I'm Chavy's not really thinking of a vampire, so you know what I mean.
Try a
Like,
medicine check.
a traditional vampire, clearly, but
You're
like
poking the
drinking
wound.
blood is
Yeah.
Cannibalistic.
medicine.
Yeah.
14.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no way to tell if what happened to the blood, but it was somehow drained from the wound. And there's like a burnt necrotic area around the edge of the wound.
Does this look like it might have been done by Esper powers?
You would think so. It's not. Doesn't look natural. It's like something sucked the blood out.
Show
So
me the.
doesn't-
Come show me the others.
Moves it to the far room in the back of the building. Opens the door. And it says, "Room is covered in blood." There's
And
three.
this is the one room that he just shot up with the drones.
No, this is
Okay.
the inside the north tower.
Okay, we're up in the tower now.
Yeah, so you're in the tower. You went up the stairs into
Yep.
the tower room.
And this is where Wolf originally went as soon as we made it into the tower proper, right?
No, that was the one floor up. This is the
This
first
is
floor up the stairs.
Chavi would know this, but this is where Wolf ran into Overwatch.
Got you. Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
For Chris's knowledge.
Okay. I want to investigate this body as well.
So there's 3 bodies in here. Looks like they were in the middle of dressing in their armor. And 2 have their throats slashed. They just sprayed blood everywhere. And the third one, which has a fancier uniform, you think he's the officer of some kind, is like on his knees, his arms back, looking up. And his eyes and mouth are burnt out. Like there's just burnt holes where his eyes would be.
Same necrotic energy around the burn
It's
holes.
like an investigation.
$11.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but looks like there was a fire in his skull that burned out. Like you can feel it. See, it was hollow. His skull's hollow. His eyes are burned out. There's like fire around his mouth.
I kind
Roll
of
an insight check. Do
Okay.
your psychic.
on
mod.
what?
Just your feeling about this body.
Okay, so I can add. I get my feeling added to
Yeah.
that. Perfect.
It's like your mildly psychic stuff.
25.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel like off about this body. That something was forcibly taken from it and drained of like energy.
Yeah, his soul. That's
Yeah.
literally what I'm imagining now.
Yeah.
I look over at Scarvel, and I imagine he's kind of leaning down with me, helping me
Yeah.
kind of investigate this thing. I go, Scarvel, if I was a little smarter, I'd almost think that he's sucking their soul out of their bodies. And can I do an intelligence check to remember, or a history to, I want to bring, when I just talked to Wolf,
Yeah.
I want to visualize his face, and I want to try to remember if I didn't really realize what it was from, but if there was blood on his face that might have not, like, around his mouth. Like,
Yeah, you can try to
like blood
remember.
that clearly
Yeah.
wasn't his. Like,
Oh, okay.
when they met up, Chavi was thinking, like, yeah, he got beat
Yeah.
up, and he said as much.
Yeah.
But now that I'm starting to piece the puzzle together, was that blood actually his? No.
Well, is it high or low?
Low.
Oh no, you don't know. You're not. sure he's had a lot of blood on him from this backsplash from stabbing people up close. Like, you're not sure if it's just smeared on his face or...
Yeah, it would be. I would be a 6.
No, okay, yeah. You really aren't sure at all if that blood was...
But
You don't think it was his, but yeah, he's
yeah, it's just too coincidental.
sprayed in blood from stabbing people up close and personal.
That's typical, like, wolf.
Yeah. Yeah, but Chavy's not the. He's too good of a guy to automatically go to that kind of a
Yeah.
thought. So he doesn't want to act upon anything without being sure. So
Yeah, but it's really inconclusive what you're thinking about. Like, he didn't have blood
inconclusive on both
his,
sides.
Yeah, on his teeth or
So
anything.
he hasn't.
He's
Yeah,
like-
in essence, he hasn't been ruled out.
Yeah.
Is where I'm going with it. I go, this is absolutely concerning to me now, and I don't know what he's doing. But if you ask me, it looks like he's taking their soul, and
that was my conclusion as well.
let's keep this one between you and me, okay? Until the time is right to.
Yes.
Because again, he's on the right side of the teams right now, and it's only against the bad people. But what if there is a hunger that's unquenchable, and he has to turn on one of us? And that worries me. And as the fire team leader, I basically need to keep my team safe. I really appreciate you showing me this.
Yes.
And he just, if Scarville's watching Chavy's just kind of pacing the room right now in his own thoughts, just between, how many different bodies are there? 3?
Yeah.
But this one clearly looks propped up, like he set him up in like.
Or there's like pain that like pulled him back like that. Something happened. The other two are just stabbed while they were getting dressed.
Yeah, like maybe this guy in particular was a stronger.
He has a different badge on. You're not sure what it means.
I want to rip the badge off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to take the badge off specifically. I'll pat the guy down. Anything interesting on the guy? If he's clearly like a captain-ish type, I'll do a. What do you want? Investigation?
Yeah.
16.
Oh, okay. Well, you notice on his armor, on his gauntlets, it's like Esper focuses. I think
Oh,
this
really?
was the Esper user of the base.
So as I start rummaging, I
There's
tell
nothing-
Scarlet, I go, hey, check this out. This one seems to be a little more powerful than the rest. This one seems to be able to use the Esper. Maybe that's
Interesting.
why his energy was so sucked out like this.
Yeah, and this seems to be like more officers' barracks, as there's divided beds and some armory. Nothing stands out as too special. If I was glancing around at the 16, yeah.
Yeah, this is concerning. Okay, we better kind of get back before anybody else kind of. Well, we better get back before Wolf realizes that we've kind of found his secret. Do me a favor. And I know I asked you once. Please don't really tell anybody. If you fill in Zill before I do, that's fine. Zill's the one that's brought all this to attention in the first place, so.
Yeah, we'll start moving the bodies outside. Well,
It's just Cypress was just sitting there, right? The
Yeah,
whole time he's been sitting there.
Yep.
So you're gonna get a text from Wolf. They looked concerned. Was there something I missed?
He replies back. I couldn't hear what they were saying clearly. Something about something in the tower. But I don't know. Don't know what.
Well, Scarville didn't mention the tower. He just said he has something to show me.
Well, but you went towards the tower.
We went inside, yeah.
I'm inferring.
Yeah.
And then I know that they had tried to bring me into something inside the tower as well, right? Okay.
Oh, yeah, he looked at you and
Yeah.
seemed very concerned about what he saw in that room.
Yeah.
So that happened.
Wolf's
That
paranoia
happened.
is definitely.
That happened in the room. So Scarville saw.
As I was going up before the drone situation. Scarville had seen me walking up and
Gotcha.
had said something to me. So connecting those dots. This is.
I as a player, I try my best to kind of like not focus on those little intimate things that you guys do if I'm not there. So like I like really try to like
Good.
so Chavi is like actually really learning, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I do as a player. So
You're good.
this is all interesting.
Okay, so what were you doing in the meantime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just heading down and getting that text message back from Cypress. I'm gonna like text him back. Just can you let me know if Chavi says anything to you about anything in that tower? Scarville said something to me. I didn't pay it much mind, but it might be a problem. Tone says otherwise.
You get a reply back. You gonna tell me about your cat?
Oh,
It's a cat.
You get a text back. Sure. dot.
He'll just look at the phone and he'll just put it away at this point. They're walking down towards the dungeon, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so it's in the garage area underneath that north tower.
Wolf's digging a little bit of a hole. He just got some pertinent information and then followed it up with what Cyphers believes is a lie.
Okay, sorry, retcon a little. Before you left, the prisoner says, "Oh, those two are in charge of the prison. And the two guys that were shooting the poison darts. Remember, there were
Oh,
two humanoids in like conical helmets and full body armor suits.
interesting. These
They
two
were-
look familiar-esque, right? Or no?
No,
Okay.
you can't see their faces behind their mask and helmets.
Does the mask come off easily? Like Wolf will go over there and just kind of like pull on it a little. Does it come off easily?
Seems to be connected to the suit, but yeah, you can unhook it from the neck harness.
Okay. And these appear to be cyborg.
At least you take
As
the
I'll
helmet off.
I'll take the mask off.
No, they seem very pale, like maggoty white skin, very flat snake-like faces, the short, flat nose,
Interesting.
and little fang teeth. Yeah, you've never seen this species before.
That is interesting. I'll take out his phone and take a picture.
Okay.
Later research.
Yeah, one of them does have a set of badge keys.
I will take those keys for sure. Anybody you saw go down there? He's just looking at the prisoner.
No, they tried not to.
Fair enough. Let's go then. Quickly. Don't have lots of time. Have other things to do. Wolf is just gonna... Not really double time, but he's definitely got a quick walk about him.
Yeah.
Though, sends that text to him. Gets those responses. Wolf is not liking the way things are turning out currently.
Yeah, so in that garage area, as you go in, seems to be like a light off-road vehicle with a cannon on the back, but the front right tire's been blown off. Seems to be in, like something blew it up. And it's, looks like it's being repaired, or was being repaired.
Your
With that-
project? He kind of looks at her. Your project?
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess.
How long until it gets fixed?
A couple days. We have to remake the parts by ourselves.
Okay.
Besides that, there's a like metal egg pod. It's green, metallic, looks kind of egg-shaped on its side. And it seems to be the size for that monster to fit inside.
Did you know about this?
Didn't know it was inside it. Like, those two are guarding it too.
All right. I'll kind of walk up to it. Is there anything like distinguishing, like anything unique about this, or just does it seem to be like a holding pod or something of that nature?
Yeah, it seems to be kind of shipping pod, control pod for that thing outside.
Okay. Okay. Now where's the prison entrance then?
Points to the door. Like, seems to be a more recently added heavy door underneath that north tower.
Okay. It's me, her, and who else exactly?
Zill, Johnny, and a couple of Scarville's guys.
Yeah.
As he approaches the scanner to like get in, draw your weapons. Be ready for something to come out. Don't shoot it, but be ready for it. And it's just one badge, like a swipe card,
Yeah.
essentially. He'll use the swipe card. Anything come up? Or does the door just start opening, or?
It unlocks, so you can open it now.
I will begin opening the door. One weapon, not the demon my pistol is currently drawn.
Oh, okay.
Getting ready for something to possibly pop out of this.
Okay. Yeah, there's another like metal partition down here. As you look in, there's another room set off to the left. And to the right looks like a kitchen area, and there's a robot standing there. And another door further in.
Does the robot seem like it's part of the kitchen, or does it seem like it's like a combat?
No, it seems more of a kitchen bot.
Okay.
It says, "Greetings."
Hello. What did you last cook? Make. Whatever the word you want to use is.
Nutrition paste number 3 for prisoners.
Do you only make food for the prisoners?
Yes.
Perfect. Go charge. Deactivate. I don't know what you do. Just go away. And he'll just proceed to the left. Where he assumes the prisoners would be located.
No, you think it'd be further in. It's like
Okay.
a smaller room to the left.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Misunderstood
Yeah.
then. Does the door appear to be locked, or is
No.
it just a...
Just a regular door.
Does it appear to be trapped?
Investigate.
17.
No, there doesn't seem to be any traps.
He'll open the door then.
Oh, okay.
Same caution, thinking there might be something behind this door as well.
No, it's just a single metal chair in there. It has some drops of blood on it and various torture implements, various tasers and other electronical things. You're not sure.
Wolf's gonna leave this door open for a moment and just kind of look back at the engineer. Oh, look, your new home. And then he's gonna proceed deeper inwards at this point.
So you put her in one of the cells?
No.
Okay. What'd you put in the cell then?
Nothing in the cell. I told the droid to go away, essentially.
Yeah.
And then I opened the door to the torture chamber and told her,
Oh,
"Oh, look, your new home." That is if you don't behave. I guess Chavi would want me to say that part. Sounds very Chavi-esque.
Fair.
Let us proceed inward. You've not been here, correct?
Just when they first set up the special cells.
Special cells. What exactly did the special cells do?
Suppress Esper powers.
That is unique. Difficult to do if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you've heard about it before, but it's usually like governments, other higher end stuff that they have to have some way to control Esper criminals.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a somewhat arduous process to set up.
Show me to them, please.
Through here.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so
more
there's-
using her at this point as like a shield. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. Kind of. I'm. She's definitely leading the group, and I'm using her mainly as like a shield. But I'm keeping an eye out all around me. Last time we were in a small condensed corner, we got attacked by a freaking training room thing. So I'm not trusting small corners. Small rooms are not my friend.
Yeah, so you open that back door, and there's 4 cells in there with like slightly goldenish colored bars that are slightly glowing. And that the lights are off in here.
Can I turn the lights on?
Yeah, there's a panel for the lights.
All right, I'll turn the lights full brightness.
Yeah, you hear some groaning from the prisoners as suddenly the lights are on. And it's bright in here.
All 4 prison cells appear to be
Yeah.
filled then?
The first one has a Valna in it.
Okay.
Another one has 2 humans. And there's 2 Quillians, the next one. And 1 human in the other one.
Okay. Sorry. So there's 4 cells, 6 prisoners?
Yes.
Yeah.
2 Valna,
Or 1 Valna,
1
2
Valna.
Quillians,
2 Quillians, 2
2 humans and 1 another human in the separate cell.
All right. What's the closest cell on my left?
Valna?
I'll walk up to the Valna. Who are you and why are you here?
Like, it looks like he just woke up. He's been badly beaten. Sajora was with one of the teams for the games.
The games. Why does that sound familiar?
That's where they ambushed everyone. Yeah, it's been a while, but that's where most people on the planet were at these games, like Olympic kind of Mardi Gras type festival, and that's where the Bakmal ambushed most of them.
Oh yes, that is right. I think that's where Cypress is from. That makes sense.
Oh, Cypress, you know him? Is he here?
What is your connection to Cypress?
We're competitors on the teams.
Are you a threat to him? Do I need to eliminate you? No, I'm
Being
kidding.
on the sports field.
Okay, that is fair enough. I'll bring him down here later. I cannot trust you momentarily, so I cannot offer anything other than my condolences and this, and he'll just produce a ration.
And snatches it from you.
Okay. You do not seem to be harmful at the moment, so that is positive. Going clockwise, because it's in a square room, right?
Yeah.
And clockwise, who is next to the Valna?
The 2 Quillians.
Quillian. Same question. Who are you? Why are you here?
These seem to be 2 older Quillians, a male and a female. Oh, and Zill and the 2 Quillians with you just push past you. Like, let them out.
Who are
there
they?
Elder Forgers.
Okay. Now we are getting somewhere. These are important people. Do I see a way to let them out immediately?
Yeah, you think with those key cards you can let them
Alright.
out.
I will go ahead and do so. If you have rations, I would recommend giving them to them. It is likely a necessary part of their healing.
Yeah, Zill and the other Quillians escort them out.
Wait, we're not
Talking
done.
rapidly.
We're not done. Don't leave.
Oh, as Zill comes back, another two take these two outside.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Zill. Having backup is always nice. You said they're forgers?
Elder Forgers.
Elder forgers. That's what it was. Sorry. I'll come back to that, Zill. I need to know what an elder forger is. I thought do you just get old and you're already a forger, so now you're an elder forger? Think on it.
They create things of Esper-powered things.
That is useful. Very useful.
They're skilled in Esper powers.
The two humans are next. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Same questions. Who are you? Why are you here?
Yeah, it's other man, woman. Sabandel and Carlene.
Why are you here? You said Marlene?
Carlene.
Carlene.
We are with the resistance group. We got caught.
I apologize for you being captured. Again, without a verification of who you are, I cannot release you currently. But here, and I'll again produce 2 more rations for them. These should help at least stave off hunger. We'll get you more clothes and confirm identities later. I apologize for the inconvenience. Resistance members. And that, I guess I'll be leaving the best for last as I approach the final cage with the one human in it.
Okay. Who's in the final cage?
Before you is a balded gentleman, about 30 years old. He has I don't remember what it's called, but you have one purple mechanical eye and the other one is a light blue eye.
Okay.
And he stands up. How's it going? And
I'm quite well. I'm outside, so that helps.
yeah, it does help. Are you here to free us?
Depends if you're useful.
What do you need?
First, why are you here?
Honestly, wrong place, wrong time.
That seems very...
Honestly, I was moving through the system, got caught up in a whirlwind of events that just landed me here.
So you are a prisoner.
I am a prisoner.
Beyond this prison you're currently in, what crime did you commit before that? You said you were going through the system. What does that mean?
I mean, I was just flying around, going from place to place.
Do you have a ship?
I had a ship. I had crash landed on this place, and these individuals with come to find out called the Bachmal ended up snatching me up and threw me in here, and I've just been here ever since.
What's your name?
Silas. What's your name?
Go by Wolf.
Wolf. All right.
So, what use do you have? What are you good at? Obviously flying, but other than that, not really. You crash landed.
Yeah,
but
crash landed. I'm really good at fixing ships. Fixing things, honestly. I was a bit of an engineer back in the day.
You sound like my brother.
Wait, you made another engineer? That's awesome.
You sound like my brother.
If he messes with ships, he sounds like a good guy.
He's interesting, if nothing else.
No. Is he with you? I would like to meet another engineer. I would like.
He's not currently with us. I don't know where he is at the moment. Let me see your hands.
Shazzy his hands.
Do his hands look like they've like obviously like worked on things, or do they seem to be more delicate and like manicured?
No, they definitely been worked on things before.
Okay. The calluses, full work.
Yep. Back in the day, I used to work on this one of these giant ships. I don't even know what they're called, but it was just a giant ship for a little while.
Do you know? You don't know what the ship was called, or you don't know what the class of ship
I
was
don't know what
called?
the class of ship was called.
What was the ship called?
The Leviathan.
Does that ring any bells? Anything we've run across? Don't know that ship. Unfortunate for you. Produce a ration. Until I know more about you or what you are about, I don't know if I can let you go.
Can you
What
just,
is with the eye? I don't like the way it looks at me.
an accident? It's a prosthetic. Honestly,
That's all it does. It's a prosthetic.
it allows me to see.
As someone who has an implant, I know they often are not just prosthetics. So
I mean, as I haven't unlocked what it does quite yet. If I'm being honest, I don't know. I've been stuck here ever since I've had it.
what does your Esper abilities include?
Esper, what now?
Why are you in this prison? You must be in this prison if you have Esper powers. There's no reason you would be. They'd have a prison cell that is easily worth 250,000 credits for you alone.
Well, so like,
If you did not contain Esper
no,
powers.
I do. I have some, like, I got some abilities. I have a fancy rig that I ended up finding at some point.
Okay. Do you heal things? Do you hurt things? Do you fix the things with magic?
I do
Well,
it all,
Esper,
brother. I do it all. Like if you're hurt, I can heal. I can. If you were to turn off the mechanic that allows that dampens my Esper abilities, I'd be able to get out of here no problem.
So you have teleportation abilities. That was not an intelligent thing to tell me.
Not teleportation, but when it comes to open things and activating things remotely, I'm able to do so. I can create robots if there's robots down.
Okay, well, I'm going to deactivate the thing, but I'm not letting you out. Need you to heal me, and we'll go from there. Know this: I will slit your throat where you stand if you betray me.
Damn, all right, no problem. You need some healing? I can heal you. No problem, brother.
Can I turn off just the Esper, or do I have to shut down like the whole?
Yeah, I think on that far wall there's a panel. Those key cards you can shut
Okay.
off each cell.
Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll shut off just the Esper for his cell, the Esper blocking ability for his cell, and then I'll walk back over and I'll just kind of stick my hand like not through the bars, but like at the impasse of the bars. Let's see what you got, old man. This is your chance for freedom.
You're saying 30 years old is an old man? You're calling me an old man because I'm 30 years old? How old are you?
You just look very old.
Oh, because I'm bald?
Yes.
I happen to lose my hair during some traumatic events in my life, and you're calling me old?
You seem to have a lot of trauma. You have lost an eye, you're bald because of trauma, you happen to crash land.
Yeah, it's been a shit time. That's what it has been. It's been a shit fucking time for me.
Just
Look, hey, I put my hand on you and I cast mend on him. I'll heal you for... I mean...
Mend is a D8.
What's my first modifier?
Be your wisdom.
For 13. I mean, like, that's the best I could do, brother.
Just feels a whole bunch of the wounds close. Okay. You know what? You've earned your freedom.
Yeah,
No.
I wanna while I'm mending, I wanna just trigger the device and just open up the door if it's mechanically, like, if it's has some type of like electronic switch. I just want to be able to
No, because it's actually locked. So,
Oh, it's locked.
yeah.
Damn. Okay.
You can turn the lights off and on. I don't know if that would help you very much.
No.
I'll unlock him then. See, look, we're beneficial to each other. You've proved your worth. I let you out. I think it is a good trait, don't you?
Very much so.
Okay, perfect.
The other three are like, hey, why are you letting him out?
He healed me. Can you heal me?
Exactly. Exactly.
What I can say is, it looks like. Let's see, resistance members. Who do I know is part of the. Chavi, come in, Chavi.
It's Chavi. Go ahead.
Who
Over.
do we know from the resistance?
From the Resistance?
Yes.
Would that be like Clark and them?
You would think so. Or Cypress there. Cypress, yeah. Cyrus.
Cypress?
Cypress, yeah.
Well, I mean, Cypress is basically part of the Resistance. I would have to
I think
believe
he
that.
would know all the locals.
I would also have to believe that the. What is Scarvel? What are they again?
Quillian?
Quillian. I believe the Quillians are probably part of the Resistance. New Haven was part of the Resistance. Basically, anybody fighting these Bachmals.
Okay. Well, I have the unconfirmed identity of 3 individuals, as well as an engineer that is named Silas. He's useful, at least for now.
Silas?
Cypress. Yes, Silas. Cypress, I need you down here. I know you're exhausted, but we have one of your competitors, Sagora. He's down here. I will not release him until you have confirmed his identity, as well as 2 other resistance members. I apologize for the inconvenience.
I'll be right there. Yes. Coming. Cypress is just hobbling in. Heads downstairs.
Yeah, you see the Quillians as you go in there. The 4 of them. You recognize the 2 older ones. They're kind of
A big-ish deal.
As I pass them, I pay respects to them.
Yeah, and then kind of bow back to you.
As I continue forward.
As I'm waiting for Cypress to get here, I'm going to look at Silas. I suggest you heal him when he gets here. He's pretty banged up. It would be a favor. We'll call it a favor. I think that releasing you from prison is a lot for 2 healing spells, but we'll call it a favor in your hands.
Yeah, no problem, brother. I appreciate it.
No problem. We appreciate your appreciation.
Hey, you just saved me, so yeah, I'm here to help. Whatever you need, I'm here.
All right, that's good to know. You will be useful then.
Cypress comes downstairs.
Yeah, so you pass the little robot in the kitchen and the torture room with the door open.
Oh, as I pass it, I want to glance inside. Just to stoke the fire, the flames of anger that I feel towards the Bachmal. As I head downstairs, and I see the 3 individuals, and I see the lone human, and I see the 2.
You recognize the other 3.
The Valna and the 2 humans.
Yeah. Like, you actually know Sajora very well because he's on the other teams that compete against you.
Sajora. No shit.
And you know the other 2, you're like, in passing.
Yeah. Hey, can we open this door for this one? Here, Sajora.
That I can do, yes.
No fucking way. I can't believe it. You made it. I thought you were dead.
It was close there.
How long has it been? It's been forever.
Since the last games last year, seems like forever.
It was only a year ago? Oh my god. Honestly, it feels like 10, 15.
Yeah.
And these, I remember them. What was your names again?
What's up, Bando? Carlene?
Oh, I remember you from the games as well. Can we open it for these ones as well? They are also.
Okay.
I know them as well.
Silas, when you can, heal him as well. And I'll go ahead and begin the process of like unlocking all of the doors. These individuals, what are they dressed in? Like, do they have clothes, or is it like a potato sack kind of situation, or?
Like basic orange prison
Okay.
suits.
Silas walks over to Cypress. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm here to help you heal. I'm this man over here says you need some help, and brother, you look it. Cypress looks at him and goes, "Hey, thank you."
That's talking to yourself, Zach.
But Silas, as he puts his hand and he casts mend on him,
I'd recommend the biggest you got, friend.
the big. I mean,
How about middle of the way?
I'll do. Okay, I will do a one up above it. But they had my gear. If I can get my gear back, I'd appreciate it.
We'll get it back for you.
Okay, all right. 13 plus another 3, 18 points.
Hell yeah. All right. We'll be. Wolf is not sympathetic to this at all, so he's gonna look at the two humans, as well as the Valna. You two should get armed, huh? And you look like you're about to be armed, unless you have gear that is arming. Don't know where it is, but we will
Sure
find.
where they took our gear.
All right. Well,
Be around here somewhere.
we're gonna have this whole base loaded down with Buckmall corpses, and we're strip searching them. So I'm sure the gear will come up, as well as if anything else.
I mean, like, I had some. What did I have on me? If you end up finding, you know, a retractable shield, an energy staff, I had some binoculars.
I'll see what I can do.
I mean, like, you know,
You're welcome.
I had a grav belt as well.
You're welcome to search around. You seem very familiar. It's kind of odd. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's a very strange thing to say to someone I just met.
I agree. It's very odd. I'm gonna look at him for a second, like look very sternly at him. Can I roll an insight check
Yeah.
to see if there's any crack at all in a facade? Insight 17.
What do I gotta roll? Do I have to roll anything?
Yeah, we don't have to say what you're rolling. It's deception, persuasion,
Okay.
whatever one.
I got an 18.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't see any. Okay. Well, like I said, you're welcome to look around. Make sure somebody's with you, though. That goes for all three of you. I'm gonna look at unnamed guys. I forget the unnamed guys. They were the Quillians, weren't they?
Oh yeah.
Let's follow these guys around, shall we, Zil? Let's make sure nothing is taken that they didn't already have, shall we?
Very well.
I will help as well since I am here.
Perfect, Cyphidus. I'm glad you look a lot better. That looked like it really helped.
It honestly really did. It sucks that I wasn't to get to my full rest, but you know, it is what it is. You always have to play on, no matter how tired you get.
We'll get you that rest, I promise.
Oh, thank God.
Trust me, I agree. Let's start looking though. And we're gonna turn this whole like underground prison cell apart.
Yep.
Looking for everybody's gear. Get everybody.
No, you don't think they were keeping it right next to the cells? That's
Hey, you never know.
yeah. It's
No,
convenient
it's not
for prison breaks.
It's
but
not
yeah.
in a chest right next to the front door.
Right, it's not Skyrim.
All right then. Going over it once, not finding it. Well, that sucks. I played way too many games, I guess. Let's search the upstairs. I believe I heard a ship land, so likely we have visitors. We can probably start searching the base, have more escorts, etc., etc. Plus, you guys all smell, so showers are probably in need.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I don't even know how long I've been in that cell. If I'm being honest, time goes by like a blur.
That's fair. At least a year, I'd assume, unless you got in after him, before him.
Like I said, I don't remember. It's been time's funny.
Time's a weird soup.
Yeah, so George says, no, you were there before we got there. So.
And how long were you in there for? You don't remember?
Months.
Months? Interesting.
Shortly after the games, I got caught. Cool.
Well, let's go. What was your name again?
The name's Wolf.
Wolf.
My companion is around here somewhere. Chavi. You see a big white cat. Can't miss him.
Is he fluffy?
Yeah.
Can I hug him?
You can ask.
Oh, okay.
You'll see a big white cat, little black cat. Don't touch the little black cat. Little black cat might bite your throat. Big white cat, possibly huggable.
Hey, you were saying something about implants, and I got this one in my eye, right? It's like, how do I unlock it, quote unquote?
I mean, I can take a look on it if you'd like.
Well,
I would not do it here, but
I mean, like, what's the process on figuring it out? If I wanted to do it myself.
usually you have to your neural link attaches to the prosthetic of choice, and you make a connection. Then your body gets used to having a whole bunch of electrical signals sent to it and from it, and it'll slowly adapt to you, and etc., etc. It should have all been explained in your after surgery pamphlet. Did you not read it?
They did not give it to me.
Well, that is unfortunate. I will see if you do not. If I can't fix it beforehand, or at least help you. I believe I have mine on the Phoenix when we go back there. If you wish to join us,
The Phoenix.
the Phoenix.
As Silas starts to think to himself, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I've heard of that shit before.
That would be very, very rare because that ship was lost. So if you have heard of it, you are one of the few. And you may be much older than 30 and somehow traveled time and space.
Nah, I was on this. At one point in time, I was on this space station called the Stardust. Back a while. A while back ago. You know, I think that's where I heard the name Phoenix at one point when I was there working at the Stardust at one point, doing just a little side job.
Sure. I'm sure the Stardust remembers us fondly. We were such great customers there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something that I popped in my head. I just said it out loud. Maybe I won't say that anymore.
No, feel free to say whatever you wish.
All right, we'll do. I won't keep these mud flaps shut. That's for sure.
Fair enough. Let's get y'all your stuff back.
Yeah, please.
I'm just gonna spend the next however long getting everybody's gear back. I'm gonna be walking around, opening any doors that need to be opened.
Yeah,
and
only rooms you haven't checked are the ones on that first floor on that north tower.
we'll go through the first floor. Just slowly, methodically.
Like as a group. All right, guys.
More eyes, better. More hands, more eyes.
Yeah.
Definitely do not trust any of these prisoners to go anywhere by themselves.
Yeah, you
So.
see a pile of bodies being formed in the courtyard. They've been taking out some of the bodies, taking the bodies of the Boxmall guys. And
I just want to confirm they're all down. All the armor has been stripped, or no? Is that going to be a later project?
yeah, I think they're just moving the bodies right now.
Okay,
We'll loot
perfect.
them later.
About how many bodies at this point?
Like 10.
Okay. Well, less than I thought there were. But has anybody found anything that's useful to them or even comparative to what they already had? Or are all these prisoners just running around in their orange jumpsuits currently?
Oh, well, they haven't really found anything yet. They're just looking around.
Fair enough.
And they haven't really, I think anyone's gone to that back barracks yet. It's all shot up to pieces. No one's bothered going there yet.
You know what? What is Chavi doing right now?
Yeah, what's Chavi doing all this time?
Chavi's with Scarville, and
Yeah, they started moving all the bodies out of that room and other bodies.
so me and Scarville would probably be done about the same time as
Yeah.
this.
So you're like out in the courtyard with the bodies as Wolf comes
Okay,
back out with all these people.
Chavi and Scarville, we're going to greet the ships flying in. That's where we'd be going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 'cause it'll be enough time though. Shield ship can't fit in the courtyard, so it's gonna land like at the bottom of the hill.
Okay. Yeah, I radio in. Who's flying that ship? Is it what's his name? God, I can't remember.
Clark, yeah.
Clark himself is? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize Clark himself would be doing that. Okay. I'd get Clark on the radio. Clark, come in, Clark.
Yes, Chavi.
We see the ships approaching. We're going to meet you down. You might have to land in the lower courtyards. Is that what you're
that's
seeing?
We're planning at the bottom of the hill.
Perfect. I'm with Scarville now. The others are kind of taking care of prisoners and hostages and whatnot. We're going to meet you down and we'll get you guys situated and bring you up to where we are.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Perfect. And so Scarville and Chavi will head down to where they're landing at.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, it's one more thing now. So the rooms you didn't check upstairs, Sir Wolf. So there's the three rooms in that first floor area that you ran by.
Okay.
What you gonna check first?
Yeah, we'll go through those 3 rooms first. Go to the. I think it was. You said there was left, right?
Yeah,
left
left
forward.
one, right one, and the back one.
We'll
The
start
back
with the.
one's where you saw Overwatch come out of.
We'll start with the left one then.
Okay. Like a heavy-duty door, and this bulkhead seems to be of sturdier quality.
Oh no.
But as you approach it, start to unlock it, realize it's already unlocked.
Oh, perfect.
Someone already unlocked it.
Oh no. Wolf is saying "oh no" in his head, but Wolf has an idea of who already unlocked this door. Zil, get your weapon ready just in case. The rest of you hide.
I can help.
Well, then help. And I'm going to open the door at that point just so it starts opening. Or get ready to help is what I should say.
Yeah, it seems to be the base vault secure room. As you look in there, the computer terminal to the right side, it seems a bunch of stolen Quillian artifacts.
Okay.
On the left side, there seems to be a bunch of chests.
Go overs to the chest. Do these appear to be locked? We'll start with locked.
Oh, no. But they are numbered.
Do they appear to be trapped?
Investigate. Mm-hmm.
Certainly will. I don't trust these assholes.
Hold on, before you do that, I'm gonna go up to you and I'm going to do amplify ability, and you just feel in the back of your neck just a sting, but it feels good.
Familiar sting. 9. I don't know how I cock a diamond, but somehow managed to do that. 10 plus, you said investigation, right? 16?
Yeah, didn't see any traps.
All right. go ahead and unlock each chest. I'll do the one that says 1 first.
Yeah.
And I'll go down the line, make sure none of them
Yeah,
are...
it seems to be all the stuff taken from the prisoners is like evidence.
Ah, perfect. Well, looks like we found your things.
I was like, all right.
I'm glad we were helpful. Now let's make sure everybody gets dressed. After this point, I think we can all separate and I can give you individual tasks.
Sounds good to me.
Yes.
The girl, she's still just walking around with us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's all the Quillian stuff and the computer.
Wolf is gonna look at the computer, look at everything else in this room, and see that like this is is this like a laptop or is this like a terminal, or what exactly kind of computer is this? Is this something Wolf can carry and walk away with?
No, it's like a built-in workstation they've put in here.
Okay. Wolf will begin the process of seeing what's on this computer. Does it have a password?
Yeah, it's locked.
Can I try and
Yeah,
hack
hack
the
in.
lock?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, okay. I'm glad those were on opposite ends. 17 plus computers. I think it's 9. Yep. 26.
Okay. Yeah, you can open it up, and what flashes on the screen is like a stylized image of a hunting hound. It says, "Thanks, couldn't done it without you." And then it flashes off, and the computer's been erased.
Hunting hound?
He's gonna just look at it for a moment.
Silas walks up. It's like, who was Hunting Hound?
I have no idea. Don't know. I'm assuming a mercenary that's used our distraction as a means to get in.
Damn, all right. Well, shit. That's kind of cool.
Don't tell Chavi, but yes. I'm very upset at the moment. I don't like being used.
Doesn't betrayal just sting?
Just a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
I missed a little part of that, so I'm glad I missed it. Now Chavi gets to figure it out later. Because that sounded very important to the story.
Yeah, if you look over at the Quillian stuff, it seems to be several items missing.
And now, do these others all appear to be like artifacts or like?
Yeah, there's some more of the like mantles with the gold tags, some other statues.
Okay, but
Yeah,
no.
but it's very orderly arranged and tagged, but there's several items missing.
No weapons not missing or armor unmissing.
No, there doesn't mean armor or stuff here. It's just whatever items were in those slots are gone.
This was aggravating. I'll make do. No, Zil is right here. Zil, think you need to get your artifacts under control. Likely get them on somewhere that isn't going to be here.
Yes, we'll transfer them to the ship right away.
Perfect.
Glad we could recover all this.
I also need to know what's missing.
Yes.
If you have any idea what that may or may not be, would be of great help. It's doubtful, however. Wolf is just going to be staring at the computer like he is just pissed. He is just staring at like this blank blue screen. He's just standing there giving these orders like, this fucking guy.
Can I pat you on the back? It looked like you need a pat on the back.
You can certainly do so. It isn't going to help though. We recommend
There. It's okay.
stripping the bodies would be a good use of your time at the moment.
It's all right. It's all right. You'll catch him. We'll find out who this person was. You'll do it. You seem like a very resourceful individual. You got this.
I will. And he will pay. And we'll visit. Like, he's going to spend the next probably like half hour just staring at this screen.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, and that's a good spot to pick up next time. Esper Genesis.
Esper Genesis.
Whoop,
What
whoop,
a
whoop.
wild freaking episode.
Yeah.
With nothing really, but so much. So much was baked into that thing. Alright, we are The Dice Tell a Story. This is Esper Genesis, episode 101. And I purposely tried to not listen to parts of that so that Chavi would not know it going into it all. So Chavi's got a lot of learning to do, and I'm kind of excited for it. So, yeah, we are The Dice Tell a Story. GG's.
GG.
Bye. Bye.
Ah, that game is going exactly how I wanted it to.
Your face when Silas got introduced.
I didn't know you were fucking making a new character. I looked at John like,
What's going on?
what the fuck just happened? All right, we are The Dice Tell a Story. We're going to call it here for anybody listening. We're just doing the one long episode today. So, GG's. Thanks for listening.